Touching lives, making a difference. Show the world that you care. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Reach out, touch somebody, put a smile on their face. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Touching lives, making a difference. Touching lives, making a difference.
A warm welcome to you all to Airtel Touching Lives. From the recap of the skit Soccer from Season 1 to our feature story from WA, today really promises to be a blast. So let's see the skaters now. On the streets of Accra, the Touching Lives team is amazed at the agility and determination of this very special sports team.
So tell me about this sporting project that you brought.
This project is actually a nice thing I had planned long ago for a group of physically challenged. Seeing them in traffic all the time made me feel that these people can easily die trying to make a living. Why don't we channel their energy into something positive? So I said we'll let them do two things, soccer and races. Then I found out that there was a large group around Accra who were interested in playing, and also found out it was played in Nigeria. So I said, why don't we take it serious here?
But what's your objective for wanting to help?
The objective is to get them off the streets, become popular stars, take care of their families, have little small-scale businesses to live on so that they don't have to always beg. I want them to also become happy people like us.
What are the things that you need?
We need more skates for them, elbow pads, gloves, balls, jerseys. We need financial support because we're going to have to take on more people to help us expand. This team is a national team, as we call them. And the very best exposure we had was bringing in the team from Nigeria to play them. Though Ghana lost totally, it was a plus for us because we managed to get them to play in another country. And luckily, by the grace of God, we hope to go to Nigeria in February next year.
Do you have funding in place?
No, not yet.
Oh dear.
Not yet.
Okay, so I'll tell you this, we have some wonderful stuff for yourself and your team. Just turn to this side and see what the Zane Touching Lives team has in stock for you. There you go! All this stuff for you. Really rockets. We've got here for you everything you need to become the champion that you need to be. We have it here for you. But you know what? There's more. One more thing I need to give you guys from the Zane Touching Lives team. Take a look at this one. Whoa. And you know what this means? What this means is that the Zane Touching Lives team is sending you all on the tour to Nigeria. Represent Ghana and fly the flag. Yeah. Really rockets. So Albert and his skating team joined me on the show. Now Albert, it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
Nice, and it's good to know that you're still keeping up with the sport.
It's something that we love, we can't stop doing.
You just can't stop.
Yeah.
How was your tour to Nigeria? I know Airtel sponsored the tour there. How was it? How did it go?
Well, first of all, we'd like to say thank you very much to Airtel. Without them, we wouldn't have this exposure for them. It was a tough trip because we couldn't meet the deadline. The time to cross the border was a problem for us, but we slept at the border together. We managed to cross into Lagos, eventually late in the night. But the whole thing is that even though it was difficult, it was fun for them. So it was tough, it was fun. We went there, they relaxed, gave us a big place to relax in, ate, had shower, and then the next day we got playing.
No fears. Nigeria tour na mo kwene to say amount.
E call na NJ. Bibi e call me bia me ko hoda. Oda say. Nti mo ma me NJ e me de say. Oh, I say you fi Ghana. I ko obi cruise e ko ball. Let's say we GD dache.
Mo near Black Stars.
Black yeah. E GD ama e my Ghana. Oda say. E ya se na for no boa. E ma me NJ. Or I say, and then so I said, me so I could buy me say, Miss Mania, team be a boy, and they so me so I miss my that's it.
No fear.
That's true.
Albert, looking into the future, what plans do you have for your team?
Besides looking for business opportunities where we can employ all of them, get them, constant funding, we're looking at hosting the first ever African Cup of Nations for skate soccer.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing. You really think there's that interest out there?
Sure.
Yes, normal football, when it started, it had 4 countries to start with. We're going to start with 4 or 5, have the flags of all Africa.
Why not?
Yeah. And then we play in Ghana. Eventually, other countries will pick it up, and Ghana would be the foundation for the Skate Soccer Cup of Nations around the whole world.
Talk about innovation. These guys are picking up amazing. Yeah, first African Cup of Nations. I'm working some organizing Ghana. Team ready.
Oh, so say no there. Yeah, it means any problem. Ejina na so Ghana. I koji crew na Ghana. Ama the man pin na kasa.
Great job, great job. No fears, great job. Saviola, great job. These guys are representing Ghana. Let's give it up for them. Airtel Touching Lives returns after this break.
Touching lives.
We understand the importance of coverage in your life. That's why we're doing our part to get you well covered. With thousands of towns and cities under our coverage, we keep covering Ghana like no other. Join the fastest growing network in Ghana. Airtel. Feel free.
Touching lives.
Welcome back from the break. One cannot help but marvel at the amazing work Ilyasu and his team are doing in WA. Just watch this.
The world we live in today can be such a cruel and violent one without respect, thoughtfulness or sympathy for others. We live in a world where one man's business is not another's, where the suffering of another human being is constantly being mocked at by others. It is sad how family and friends continuously and without any remorse whatsoever reject another human being as part of the human race. Yet, it is in this same world that we find one shining example who's making a difference in the lives of the mentally challenged.
In Central WA is a small Muslim community called Dondoli, famous for the first mosque ever built in WA. For this reason, Dondoli is regarded as a historic community.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Sualah Abdul Wahab.
What do you do?
I'm a journalist.
How did you first discover the Bahas Foundation?
Yes, one day I went to Tiagbere on assignment. It's a Catholic guest house after the airstrip. After the assignment, I decided to walk. When I got to the airstrip, I spotted a signboard. The inscription on the signboard, the drawings, looks like a man trying to attack. It looks like a woman. And I saw inscriptions, Bahas Foundation. I know Bahas to be dealing in herbal medicine. So I developed interest in finding out what has selling of herbal medicine got to do with a foundation.
So what did you do from then?
I picked his number and called him. I asked if we could meet at his office, and I went there to find out. And it was very exciting to know him personally, who he is, what he does about the foundation. I was actually impressed. So I asked him if I could do a story on what he's been doing. We did some Q&A to find out how the foundation started, what it has been doing, how far it has come, what are some of the problems and challenges, and how he thinks those problems and challenges can be addressed.
Who did you discover that he is?
I discovered that he is a person who the little money that he makes, he thinks that the money should be used to improve on the lives of others. He will take it to take care of the isolated. He will use it to take care of the marginalized. He will use it to take care of the vulnerable, bathing the mentally challenged, clothing them, feeding them, and even in some cases, assist them to get medication so that they can also live normal lives just as we do.
Are you inspired by him?
Yes, because no matter your situation, whether you are the affluent, the medium type, or even the poor, you can still reach out to some people to make difference in their lives.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Is your leg better?
Yeah, it's better.
Great. Where are we?
We are Dondoli. That's where I live.
What happens here?
You know, we are into this trading, and farming as well. But because of the rain, we are now in the Hamatan. What we do here is just trading business.
What are you into then?
I'm a herbal drug promoter. I have a herbal shop in Laura, Jirapa, Nandrom, Tumu, and Wahia. I have 5 different herbal shops.
Besides spending time managing his business interests, Ilyasu is a family man.
Do you live here?
Yeah, I live here with my family. I have a beautiful wife, Fatih, and I have about 3 children. One is Fawaz, he is the first son, followed by Fawzan, the second, followed by Faiz, that's the third.
I know you have another pastime that really takes a lot of your time.
Why not?
Tell me about that.
When I'm not into business, I have chat with these mental challenge people. I take it as a passion and I have a love for them.
What do you do for them?
We do bath them every fortnight. After the bathing, we clothe them, clean them, feed them, as well as medicate them through the regional psychiatry unit of regional hospital. That's basically what we do with them.
Tell me, how did you start it all? When did you get the calling?
One day I was just sitting at my shop at Bahas Herbal Center at the market. I saw a mental challenge patient just coming toward me. After eating, I just threw the leftover, and this gentleman went and started eating. Something just came to my mind. I said, no, let me call him and buy him some food. After eating, he came and told me that thank you. The next day, this man came again. I bought him a food. He ate and he just sat down by me. But I said, no, let me just see something. I took him to a bathroom, just bathed him. I changed the clothing. The next day, this man came. So then I said, no. Then, why can't I change this man's life? So I've just decided to bring them together. Now, even some of them see me, they come Bahas. I want some money, or I want to change my clothes. Even at times, people, they come to this house and bath. This bathroom is meant for them.
Touching lives.
This'll work.
With 3.75G, the fastest internet connection available, Africa can look at the world and the world can look at Africa.
Now let me show you how to get 3 million views.
Live life real time with Airtel Internet on 3.75G.
Touching lives.
Where do you get them to bath them?
We go to Kambale, Dobile, Mango, even to, beyond Keleu and the other places, just to bring them together. At times when you get up in the morning, some of them will be in the bush, forest and other places. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you go around, you can get about 50 or 60 of them. At times you get 100 and something, 120 people. We bath them. After that, we bring them back to town. They go to wherever they live. So after every fortnight, we go around and bring them together.
So every 2 weeks you hire a van and you do this?
Yeah, we hired this van. We are luckily now there's this tricycle bicycle in town here. So at first it wasn't easy. I used to go in for a car, but now I use this tricycle bicycle just to bring them, together.
The tricycle bicycle, how many people would it carry at a time?
It carry about 5-6 of them. At times they can even put them 10 of them.
So when you hired the truck pushers, you explained to them that you wanted them to help you look for the mentally challenged?
Yes.
Did you train them to speak to them in a particular way?
Yeah, we give them training, I brought this psychiatric nurse from the regional hospital to talk to them in so many occasions. So when you handle the mad person, you should know how to handle him. Don't beat him, don't even smoke, don't give him cigarettes, don't do all those unnecessary things. When you are talking to him, talk to him as a normal human being. Don't think because he's a mental challenged person, you'll be shouting on him. No. You handle him as you handle your normal human. That's what they did.
You kept saying we. Who are we?
I don't like beating my chest. That's what I said, we. I am the sponsor, but I have people around me working with me. I have the volunteers and the other people working with me. That's why I always say we.
So you have a team?
Yeah, I have a team work.
How big is your team?
We have men and women, students, young students, the truck pushers and everybody. We are about 40 to 50 people. Yeah, people love joining Bahas Foundation, going around helping these mental challenged people.
Who takes care of the feeding?
Oh, my
Who
wife.
cooks for them?
My wife cooks for them. As of now, they are even at the house cooking.
She gets the bowls and everything together and goes to feed them personally?
After preparing the food, we take them, convey them to where they are, just give everybody.
How do you fund this?
Yeah, through my herbal shops. I find it through my herbal shops. When I need money, I'll just call them. I want this money to be given today. I've asked for food, drinks, dates and all those things, sponsors, their clothes, everything, their cars we are going to use. I spend a lot of money. Even today I can count of getting to 300 Ghana cedi.
Oh, you must have a lot of money then.
No, not that.
What returns do you get?
The most important thing I want is this. I want the return in hereafter, not in this world. But that's what I always tell people. That's the most important thing. I knew what I'm doing. And through this thing, I had this accident.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What happened to you exactly?
I was just from where I'm trying to put a bath for them. On my way coming, I was knocked by a car.
Were you walking?
No, I was with a motorbike. That's what I was using just to go around to see they are in good shape. God willing, I'm back and things are okay.
Do you have any formal training for what you're doing?
No, I don't have formal training, only that I do go to the psychiatric unit of the regional hospital, but I was having plans to go to Kintempo Nursery. The Kintempo, they're having a school there, a postal for this psychiatric training, but this unfortunate thing happens. I have to, give myself a time to go into that in a year or two.
Why did you write to Airtel?
I wrote to Airtel because if Airtel sees what he's doing, there may be a way that he can be assisted to do it better.
Why do you think he can best be assisted?
He started putting up a structure. He told me that if he's able to complete the structure, they will no longer be transported to the riverside to bath them. And I think he needs formal training to be able to assist him both administratively and technically. to be able to do whatever he's doing well. I think training is very crucial.
What are your future plans?
Yeah, my future plans are, just to get an accommodation and then a toiletry and then a bath. I don't want us to be bathing them at where we bath them. The dump over there is very, very dangerous. We should get them accommodation just to put them, to house them. So we'll get a medical director and the other people just to be giving them some drug. Inshallah, one day, some of them will come out.
Why do you do it?
I feel love for the mental challenged people because they have been neglected in the society. They have totally neglected even from their own parents. People think that mental challenge cannot be cured, but I believe strongly that mental challenge can be cured. That's why I went into it because they have been neglected. So that's why I've decided to go into mental challenge just to help them.
Ilyasu represents everything that you and I may not be. He's the heart that loves in deeds and selflessness. He's a voice that speaks for the disadvantaged, the home to the rejected. Today he pricks our conscience to be loving and accepting of the abused, the homeless, and the mentally challenged. Ilyasu, thank you for this great lesson, an act of love.
Ilyasu joins me on the program. Ilyasu, it's great to have you here.
Thank you very
You're doing
much.
such a great job up there.
Thank you, my brother.
How's life?
Alhamdulillah, life is okay.
Amazing. Obviously, you've paid quite a cost for what you believe in. You've had no accidents, you're not walking properly. Do you look back on all this with some regret?
No, not at all. Not
really?
Not at all. I believe that whatever God has ordained, no one can rob it.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's
in spite of this trouble that you have.
No. I believe one day I'll go back to my feet. I'm not regretting at all, and I will never regret.
Wow. In your work especially, do you sense that society's attitudes towards people who are mentally challenged is changing?
Yeah, actually it's changing back especially in WA, because they knew what I'm doing is good. A lot of people are joining hands. At first they used to beat them, do any other things with them, but now they are changing. Going to radio to educate them, tell them, my brother, don't do this, do that. A lot of people are changing.
And Ilyasu, if I gave you just a moment to speak to the nation, tell the world what is on your heart, especially when it comes to how we deal with people who are mentally challenged, what would that be?
What is in my heart is, we should show love to mental challenged people. They are part and parcel of us. You sitting now, I'm not praying, can become a mental challenged person.
Yes.
Me, I can become a mental challenged person. And I want to tell everybody in the world that we should respect them. They are also women.
Well, Ilyasu, Airtel believes in your dream. We believe in what you're doing. And so Airtel wants to reward you for your work. Just for a moment, turn your attention to this place and see what Airtel has for you. There you go. Ilyasu, Airtel is giving you 4 bales of clothing.
Wonderful.
We are giving you 100 rubber plates and spoons.
Okay.
Airtel is also giving you clippers and razors. And also, if you gain admission into the nursing school, Airtel will be taking care of the cost that comes with that as well.
Inshallah, thank you very much.
And also, we saw in the video how you take these patients to the riverside to have them bathed.
Yeah, okay.
Airtel will help you complete that bath and house that you're constructing.
Wonderful,
yes, we're going to help you do that as well.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So at least they can have that dignity of privacy.
Okay.
And in addition to that as well, Airtel will be constructing for you a shelter where your people will sit to eat. Yes, it's an eating shelter that's going to be
wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they can sit to rest there as well.
Thank you very much.
So that you can restore that dignity. Airtel will also be giving you food items to feed your...
Great.
So you don't have to work. For 6 months you're supplying with food items, so you don't have to worry about buying things.
Thank you very much.
That also goes to you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, please. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff. Well, the purpose of life is not just to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, and also to be useful to make a difference in someone else's life. Well, it's been a great show, and next week, the team travels to the Upper East capital of Bolgatanga and catches up with a special group of artisans before moving on to the drought-stricken village of Zemopare. So we'll see you next week then.
Okay, thank you very much.
Touching lives, making a difference. Show the world that you care. Helping out one another, we can all make a change.
Ilyasu was nominated by both Maxwell Maku and Sualah Abdul Wahab. Airtel Touching Lives thanks you both for your contributions.